disconnected.
From Ivanhoe to Thomastown, from Peterborough to Moorabbin, everybody's stabbing at the digits on the phone to talk to Tone. Our Melbourne Big, the greater communicator. It's Whisperin' Tony on the Odie Colony. Tone, you're the voice.
Next caller, please. Go ahead.
Hello, Tony.
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
Digger, Tony.
Hello, Digger. We haven't heard from you for a couple of weeks.
Hear you, Tony.
Yes.
Just a minute. I'll turn up the hearing aid.
Okay.
Tony.
Yes, Digger. Digger.
I've been following the football
Yep.
for 87 years, Tony.
Yes, Digger.
It's a long time.
87 years is a long time.
But Tony, what I want to know
Yep.
is when is umpire Cameron
Yep.
going to be disciplined for the outrageous, provocative behaviour in relation to Peter Dacos, which resulted in Peter using the unkind words, Tony?
Oh, look.
Will he be disciplined for that behaviour, Tony?
I don't think the umpire was responsible for that. I think.
What do you mean not responsible? Do you think that Peter Dacos would do that if the umpire hadn't sorely tempted him, sorely provoked him, Tony?
All right, Digger. Look.
Advice for the boys today about Essendon, anyway.
What's your advice to the boy?
Advice about Harvey.
Yep.
Don't touch him.
Right.
I've got some advice about...
Why is that, Digger? Why shouldn't they touch him?
Because whenever you touch him, he gets a free kick. It happens every week. Everybody knows it.
Who else, Digger?
Izzard. Do not touch the man.
Go ahead, please.
Oh, g'day, Tone.
Oh, g'day. Who's this?
It's Cliff here, Tone.
G'day, Cliff. Calling in from the Dandenongs, is that correct?
Yeah, up in Clevatus. It's wet as usual.
Yeah, by the way, Cliff, we haven't been able to establish who do you follow in the football?
That's for you to find out, Tone.
Okay, rightio, Cliff.
Okay, now, Cliff, have you got a football question?
No, I just want to pass on a rumour I'd heard, Tone.
Oh, where'd you hear it from?
A mate of mine works in a public service department, I can't say which one.
Right.
And he travels up from Geelong on the train every day.
Right.
And he was talking to this bloke on the train on Thursday.
Yeah.
Who has a girlfriend who works in a tuck shop at the school down in Geelong. And her brother, he knows a bloke that works in a pub down there, and he heard the rumour.
Hey, that's an impeccable source.
Well, it's pretty good, Tone.
Yeah. What's your rumour, Cliff?
Well, the rumour is that W.R. Jones, you know how his best mate's Mario bought a lotto?
Yeah.
Well, they're both putting in for the Geelong coaching job.
Why?
Well, you know, Mario played for Geelong.
Yeah.
So he knows how it works down there.
Right.
And when he went to Carlton,
yeah,
they gave him a car, so he must be a good player.
Next caller, please. You're talking to Tony.
Hello.
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 Can you speak up, please?
Hello.
Yes, that's better. Who am I speaking to?
It's Timmy.
Hello, Timmy. How are you?
I'm good, Mr. Lynn.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got any questions for me?
Yeah.
Would you like to ask them then?
Do you think that Craig Starcevich's picture will be on the front page of the Record today?
Well, actually, I can answer that question for you, Timmy, because the pictures on the front page of the Record are some blue boys. It looks like Madden, Silvani, Kernahan and DeRuy, I think.
Mr. Leonard?
Yeah.
Do you think that Craig Starcevich's picture will be on the front page of the Grand Final Record?
No, I don't think so.
Because his photo was on the Record for the qualifying final.
Yes, that's correct, Timmy, but...
And it was really good.
Yeah, I'm glad, Timmy.
Everybody thought it was really good.
Just Guru Bob speaking, and I'm going for Melbourne to win because, you know, for one thing, they have that Steve O'Dwyer, you know, and one thing about O'Dwyer, he's improved since last year, hasn't he, Tony? So I think the Melbourne can win, you know, because, remember, there's 5 teams all in there with a big chance. And as my master said to me down at the temple just recently, he said, just as the wind blows sometimes from the east and sometimes from the west, so the Eagles could either win or they could lose. And finally, Tony, I have one more thought for you. It says in the Quran, it may be difficult to win a flag from 4th or 5th position, but it's jolly near impossible from 6th. Think about that.
We'll think of that about that, Guru Bob. Just before you go, Bob, Carlton Collingwood, just a quick tip there.
I'd like Collingwood to win, please.
Go ahead, please.
Oh, g'day, Tone.
Oh,
G'day, Tone.
yeah, g'day. Who's this?
It's Cliff here, Tone.
Hello, Cliff.
Yeah, I'm ringing in from Clemodus.
Yes, it sounds like you're right up in the hills today, Cliff.
Yeah, having a bit of a barbecue here and they're going to watch the grand final, Tone.
Oh, great, mate. And have you got a question for us?
It's more a rumour, Tone.
Um,
Got a rumour, I wonder if you could check it out for me.
yes. What is it?
Where did you hear it from?
Well, I know this bloke
Mm.
that works in the city, I won't say where. He's in the public service, all right? But I'm not giving any way more than that, all right?
Mm.
He travels in a tram
Mm.
from Burwood.
Mm.
He was talking to this bloke on the tram the other day who knows this bloke that works in an office block in the city, and he washes a car that's owned by Mike Sheehan's sister-in-law.
Just out of interest, Cliff, did I hear somebody laugh in the background? You're not trying to stooge me, are you?
No, we've got a bit of a barbecue on. There's a few blokes here.
All right.
Looking at a replay of a Collingwood game in '66. I think it's the grand final.
Right, okay.
Had a laugh because Barry Bruins kicked that point again.
Again?
Tony!
Yes.
Hello, Tony. It's Peter here.
It must be the car phone. The signal's breaking up a bit, Peter, so can you just make sure you turn your car at a 90-degree angle to a north-south aspect?
Well, you're probably having a bit of a problem picking it up because I'm on my way to Falls Creek, Tony.
Oh,
It's the opening of the ski season this weekend. What?
We've got you loud and clear now, Peter, so why don't you just pull the Range Rover over and go ahead with your question?
Now, just quickly, Tony.
yes.
Will Geelong win on Monday? I need to know because if you think they're going to get beaten, I may stay on for a bit more après ski if you follow my drift.
No, Peter, I'm quite sure that...
You see them against the Bears last Sunday.
I did.
I was sitting by a log fire with a lovely port. And I thought they went rather splendidly. What?
Yes, I think that...
And you know why, Tony?
Why's that, Peter?
Because they played with discipline, Tony.
Hello?
Yeah, Don.
Yeah.
Yeah, g'day, Don. Don here.
Oh, g'day, Don.
Don from Devonport. You're coming in loud and clear down here, Don.
Over the Bass Strait. Okay, mate, have you got a question for us?
I got a question. I was listening. Hey, where's first question? Not my real question.
Yeah.
But where's Smokey? Wasn't on last week.
Just had a week off, but Peter Booth and Clark did such a top job of calling the game.
You really reckon that Clark did a top job, do you?
He's-
I heard him calling it.
Yeah.
He was doing Geelong and Hawthorn on Sunday.
Yeah,
And in the third quarter,
yeah,
he had Buckanara got the ball,
yeah,
breaks through the centre according to Clark Hansen.
yeah,
He reckons breaks through the centre
yeah.
and sells the dummy. What's that mean? I mean, he had a football, he had a dummy with him as well and sold it to one of the Geelong players. And how much do you get for a dummy on a footy field?
Well, it's just part of the normal football conversation.
They got plenty of dummies down at Geelong, Tony. You know, I reckon they'd be selling them.
Fire away. Who have we got on the line first? Go ahead.
Tone.
Oh, g'day.
It's Massive.
Hello, Massive.
It's Murph from Moorabbin.
Yes, we haven't heard from you for a few weeks.
No, I've been real busy, Tone.
Doing what, Massive?
The snow deli up.
Oh, all right.
We've got Wow and Plugger down there, fantastic.
Yeah, how's it going?
Oh, good, you know. Moving a lot of salad sandwiches in batter, hamburgers with a lot in batter. Moving a lot of stock, Tone. Going well.
Oh, good. Now, things have been pretty quiet from St Kilda Football Club since round 22. You got any news for us?
Pretty quiet even before then, mate. No, we're back on the Hawks today, mate.
Why's that?
Thanks for going with the Hawks.
Why's that?
Well, we can't stand those punsy Melbourne supporters. One of them came into the deli during the week, wanted a salad sandwich, no batter. I mean, people want that sort of thing, they ought to go to Eltham where they belong to. Come down to Moorabbin, you got to have batter.
By the way, how's your brother 10?
10's good.
Yeah.
10's just giving Plugger a rub down. In batter. We found it's pretty good.
Next caller, please. You're talking to Tony. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Hello?
Yes.
Is it me? Tony?
Yes, who's this?
Ivan.
Hello.
From Barbados.
Hello, Ivan. You.
Tony? I support the Melbourne club.
Yes.
You know that?
What, the one in Collins Street?
Yes? No, the one at the big concrete...
The MCG.
MCG.
Yes.
I support the Melbourne club, and look, I think I've worked out the problem.
What problem's that?
Problem with the Melbourne club.
Yeah.
I've worked it out.
How many games of football have you seen, Ivan?
I've seen 4 now.
Right.
4 games. yes.
What this year?
No, that's in total, Tony.
Right, Ivan.
Yes. But it's the share market crashes, Tony.
Now, just have a think about it. Melbourne's 4, look how it's dropped off since 19th October. Just think about that. Now, I blame the coach. I blame the coach, Tony. I blame this Westerly.
Northy.
Northerly. Sorry.
No, Northy.
Northy, is it?
Yes.
Right, well, I blame him, but now, he should be advising the players on this. They're obviously much too heavily into the market. They ought to be diversified. They should have, a couple of little houses and flats, some money in managed funds, some government sort of thing. They shouldn't have everything on the market. This is what their problem is, Tony.
No.
They're concerned about their investments. They haven't got their mind on the game.
Hello, you're talking to Tony.
Hello, Tony.
Yes.
Hello, Tony.
Yes, speaking.
Yes.
Who's this?
Digger, Tony.
Oh, hello, Digger. How are you?
Good. I followed the football, Tony, for 78 years.
78 years, Digger.
78 years, Tony.
Who do you follow?
Collingwood.
Oh, that's right. I think you've rung in before, haven't you?
Yes, I have, Tony. 78 years is a very long time.
It certainly is, Digger.
Very long, and we never complain
But,
about the umpires.
but,
I never have, Tony.
right.
And
But,
I'm not going to now.
oh, that's good, Digger.
I want to complain about the draw.
The draw.
Yes. Why did they try and crucify Collingwood on the draw? Now, look, we played at Cardinia Park last week.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Did we?
Yes.
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 And where are we playing this week? At Victoria Park?
No.
No. And they're crucifying us, Tony.
Oh, look, Digger. The umpires have been good lately.
The umpires have been shocking, Tony. I don't know where they get them. When are they going to give that Taylor a go, Tony?
Look.
When are they going to let him play?
Yes, look.
Digger, you wouldn't be a little bit afraid about Collingwood's journey down to Moorabbin today, would you?
Very afraid of it. Because the umpires are going to crucify us. I know that. And I've got another question for you, Tony.
Yes, Digger.
When are they going to stop crucifying Kerrison? When are they going to do that, Tony?
Look, Digger, I'm sorry to say that.
What about Mullane, Tony?
Yes, look.
Crucify Mullane?
Look, Digger, for goodness sake, look, Collingwood's having a very good season this season. I don't think the umpires are crucifying him.
You would have to agree with me on this one point, Tony.
What's that?
That they're absolutely crucifying Barwick. You'd have to agree on that.
Guru Bob, come in, please.
Yes, good afternoon. Yes, Guru Bob speaking, and yes, I'm going for Melbourne to win today because although I know we Buddhists are not supposed to be non-partisan and to love everybody, those Carlton fans, they annoy me, And that old saying, as the old saying goes, you can fool some of the people all the time, but you can fool Carlton supporters all the time. But it's going to be slippery and muddy today, and John Nortie would be telling his players to man up. And as Edmund Hillary said to Shepard Tenzing, when we go out there today, it's one up, one down. Melbourne will be G'd up after that win last week, And it's like Moses said when he parted the waters. He said, that will give the side a lot of confidence. So I'm going for Melbourne to win. And I leave you with this thought, as some consolation for the Collingwood fans. As the Jungle King, Emperor Wabubu, said when 5,000 of his best warriors were wiped out by hordes of screaming tribesmen, he said, I'm hard-pressed to think of one winning player we had out there today. Think about that.
Say hello to Tony.
Hey, g'day, Dave.
Hey, who's this?
It's Massive
Oh, hello, Massive.
from Moorabbin.
Yes, Massive. You rang in last week.
Yeah, how are you, Tony?
I'm all right. How's Plugger?
Oh, he's good.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Wow?
Wow's good too.
Yeah,
They're
good.
both working at the deli
Yes.
today.
Yes.
But we got in a big load of batter.
Oh, right, okay. Alfalfa sprouts in batter at your shop, isn't it?
No, we're not doing the alfalfa sprouts in batter. We're doing the hamburgers in batter, the dim sims in batter, hot dogs in batter, salad sandwich in batter,
Yeah, okay. We've got the idea, Massive.
fried salad sandwich in batter. Beautiful.
Hey, can I just divert you for 1 second?
Yeah?
I believe the Swagman's got a big small go. Are you allowed back there?
No, we're banned there, mate.
Next call, go ahead, please.
Tony,
Yeah.
it's Digger, Tony.
Oh, hello, Digger.
How about you, Tony?
I'm good, thanks, Digger. And you of course, you barrack for?
Collingwood, Tony.
That's right, Digger.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes, Tony. I barracked for them for 97 years. Tony.
I think it's fair to say that's a long time, Digger.
It's a very long time, Tony, and I've seen a lot of football in my time.
Yes, you would have.
I've seen a lot of umpiring in my time.
Yes, Digger.
I never complain about umpires, Tony.
But
But I want to know when that Brasso is going to be charged with crucifixion. That's what I want to know, Tony. It's all very well got him off the panel, but when is the man going to be charged and dealt with? Tony, when?
Well, I don't know that it's quite as severe as that, but I think the charge of crucifixion went out about 2,000 years ago.
Tony,
Yes?
you know something, Tony?
What, you've been following football for a long time?
I've been following football for 99 years, Tony, which is a very long time, but that's Silvani,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yep.
Daly.
Yep.
They are red-hot players, Tony, red-hot. Do you know why, Tony?
Why's that?
Because you cannot touch them.
Okay, Digger. Well, obviously you're very upset about the events of last week.
I'm not upset.
Yes. All right, Digger. Will you be at the MCG tomorrow?
You think a man who's followed football for 99 years would just get upset about a game of football?
Well, I hope. Will you be at the MCG tomorrow?
Yes, I will be, Tony.
Have you got any advice for the boys?
I think we can win
Right.
as long as we follow one basic rule of football today.
What's that, Digger?
Do not touch them.
Rightio, Digger.
Touch them.
Well, we have a very full board, so I think we'll go straight into it,
Okie
Tony.
dokie.
Go ahead, please. You're talking to Tony.
Oh, yeah, g'day.
G'day. Who's this?
Massive.
Massive. Oh, Massive. And you're from?
Marevin, mate.
Of course, Massive.
I'm just ringing up to say that down here at Marevin, we're all really touched by your support in the opening panel for WOW.
Oh, thank.
It's great, you know. But look, Plugger and me, we're going to make him an offer to go into business.
Yeah.
We're taking over one of the Snow Deli franchises down here.
Yeah.
But we're getting rid of the alfalfa shoots and the high fibre bread and the guacamole. We're getting in some good stuff. We're getting in hot dogs in batter, and we got some new products too, Tone. We're going to be selling hamburgers with a lot in batter, and bacon, cheese, tomato toasted sandwiches in batter. I think people are going to go for it, and I reckon it could be a new interest for WOW.
Tony, you're in position out there at VFL Park?
I certainly am, Jeff. Good afternoon, everyone. And we've got a panel of experts here to field the calls this afternoon. Peter Booth and Graham Dawson. So if you'd like Richo to send the first caller through, we are in position.
We'll go straight ahead now. Go ahead, please. You're talking to Tony.
Tony!
Yes.
Tony!
Yes, hello?
Tony!
Who's this?
It's Digger, Tony.
Hello, Digger.
You have to speak up, Tony. It sounds like you're a bit further away than usual.
I'm out at Waverley, Digger.
At Waverley.
Yes, I'm at Waverley.
But explain it now, Tony.
Yes?
I've been following Collingwood for 99 years.
And it's a very long time, Digger.
It is a very long time, Tony.
Yes, Digger.
But what I want to know is how much do you think they would have had to pay them? How much, Tony?
Who's this, Digger?
Do you know who I'm talking about, Tony? How much did they pay them?
Who do you follow, Digger?
Collingwood.
Right. And you're referring to last Sunday's game?
I am, Tony.
Yeah. Well, I don't think there was any money that changed hands.
Because this must be a financial burden on the other clubs, Tony. Because they've got the two umpires now, not like when they had only one, like in '66, when they absolutely crucified us.
Yes.
This is a grand final, then, Tony. You tell me that those umpires weren't on the tape, Tony. You tell me that...
Look, Digger, they weren't. I just think you were outplayed by a better side last week.
I don't know how you can say that, Tony.
Guru Bob, he's been meditating on this game all week.
Yes, good afternoon. Guru Bob speaking. And I can't see either of these two teams winning this game. But so it's a matter of who's going to probably lose this game. And I think West Coast Eagles can do that the best. But St Kilda, they won't want to take it too easy because when a side is ahead and they relax a little bit in the time on period, then before you can say Guru Bob's your uncle, the other side have come right back into it. And another warning to St Kilda. They should read the message written in hieroglyphics in a cave in Lebanon. And it says, team that gets thrashed by 10 goals each week, likely to get thrashed by 10 goals again this week. And you know, my master, he said to me down at the temple the other day, he said, if West Coast Eagle can win this game, it throws the finals race wide open. And finally, I have a thought for you, Tony.
What is it, Bob?
It is written in the Bible and it is etched in stone at the Holy Temple of Sheba. that man who curses the umpire on the Saturday must give half his pigs and half his goats and half his cattle to the tribunal on a Monday night. Think about that.
Next caller, go ahead, please.
Hello? Hello?
Hello,
Who's this?
is Mr. Lennon?
Yes.
It's Timmy here.
Hello, Timmy. How are you?
Oh, I'm good.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Have you been playing football lately?
Yeah?
All right. With the socks?
No? With the football.
Oh, right. Okie dokie.
I've got a question.
Right.
Where do you think Collingwood will finish this year?
Well, that's a very good question, and it's great to hear that our young listeners are getting right into the spirit of things. And I've got Mr. Richardson here too, Timmy. Would you like his opinion?
No?
Well, look, I'll tell you what. I'm pretty sure Collingwood will finish in the top 5.
And who do you think will win the first semi-final?
Well, I haven't actually thought that far in front, but...
What about the preliminary final then?
Well, I just...
My dad's gone on holiday.
Oh, where's he gone?
I don't know. He didn't even say he was going, but he's gone. He's in somewhere.
He's in somewhere.
Yeah, because I heard my mum say to Uncle Craig that she didn't care if they never let him out.
Uncle Craig.
Yeah.
First caller, you're talking to Tony. Go ahead, please.
Hello, Tony?
Yes.
It's Digger, Tony.
Yes, Digger.
I've been following the football for 87 years.
Yes, Digger.
It's a long time.
Yes, Digger.
But I just want to say
What?
what a good job the umpires did last week.
Yes?
Because it's obvious that the VFL had told them to go out and make sure that Collingwood lost. And they did a damn good job.
All right, Digger.
Next caller, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, Tony.
Yes.
Tony, it's Peter here.
Yes, hello, Peter.
I was going to talk about something altogether different, but that Digger chap's changed my whole train of thought.
What's that, Peter?
He's got it all wrong.
What?
The umpires have got it in for Geelong, Tony. Didn't
Oh.
you see it last Sunday against the Eagles?
Oh, yes, I did.
The game in the bag, and then the umpires made some stupid decision and we lost the game.
Okay, Peter, look.
It's picking on Geelong, Tony. It's not Collingwood at all.
Murray, can you cut him off, please?
Next caller, please.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yes? Yeah?
G'day, it's Massive.
Yes, g'day, Massive.
Yeah.
I'm all right, thanks.
Oh, gee, it's pathetic, these people who ring, isn't it?
It is.
Whinging about the umpires.
Yes, it's good to see that you don't, Massive. You only tend to whinge about the catering down at there.
Well, I don't, as a rule.
Right.
But they murdered us last week.
Oh,
It was bloody criminal what they did.
oh, look, all right, Massive. Look,
No, true, Tony.
look. I think Carlton might have been just a little bit too good in the finish, what I saw of the replay. Look, cut it, Murray, cut him off.
Yes, good afternoon. Guru Bob speaking. And I think that Geelong will bounce back today because as it is written on the wall of the pyramid in the tomb of the Pharaoh, it says, if Geelong cannot win today, they are in deep, deep trouble. And I think we can expect a very rugged game, as Mujahideen would say, when they go into battle, it'll be take no prisoners out there. You know, I asked my master at the temple the other day, I said, what is the reason for Geelong dropping down form? He said to me, simple, they are inconsistent. He said to me, some people are destined never to experience joy, satisfaction and fulfillment in their lives. For these people, God has given us the Geelong Football Club.
Oh, very, very deep. Thank you.
You know, finally that leads me to this thought. Like sands through the hourglass, so are the skills of the Brisbane Bears. Think about that until I see you again.
Go ahead, please. You're talking to Tony.
Hey, g'day.
Yes, g'day.
It's Massive.
G'day, Massive. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good, Tony. Oh, look, I was so sick last Saturday morning, couldn't ring you.
Oh, right, Massive. Now, you barrack for St Kilda.
Yeah, me and Tin, we watched the game on Friday. We were so depressed we went out the back, made ourselves a bucket of chips.
What, a little bucket?
No, we got a dredging bucket second-hand from the SEC. We got it mounted in the backyard under 6 or 7 oxyacetylene torches.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
In the market, he just buys the 50 kilo of washed potatoes, cut them in half, throw them straight in the bucket.
Yeah.
We like thick chips.
Next caller, please.
Tony,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes, hello.
It's Digger, Tony.
Hello, Digger, how are you?
I'm good, Tony. I've been following sport.
For sport, yeah.
Following sport
Yeah.
for 127 years.
120.
It's a very long time.
It's a very long time, Digger.
But Tony,
Yes, Digger.
I never complain about umpires.
But,
But since the football season has ended,
Yes.
I've been watching these Olympics.
yes.
The telly. Now those Korean boxers, Tony,
Yeah.
they know how to treat an umpire, Tony. They know what to do with them, Tony. In fact, I thought that I saw Tony Shaw in the ring there. Was he over there, Tony? In a tracksuit.
No, I don't think Tony's...
It was him. They're not frightened to touch him, Tony.
Now, one thing I'd like to ask you, Digger, is there a Mrs. Digger still with us?
No, Tony, Mrs. Digger passed away.
How long ago?
It was in 1970, Tony.
What
About this time of year, actually.
what'd she die of?
She died about halfway through the last quarter.
What happened?
Trying to ram a can of Fanta down her throat. In sheer frustration, Tony.
She
I've
what?
never forgotten that, Tony.
She died of a broken heart.
She did, Tony. She did.
Who was responsible for it?
They told me it was asphyxiation, Tony, from the can of Fanta, but I knew, Tony, that it was the pies letting us down that what had done it.
It wasn't the umpires, Digger.
Oh, they crucified us that day.
You sure
For a
that-
minute, Digger, I thought I heard you said the pies let you down.
Well, they did a little bit, but it was mainly the umpires. You're right, Tony.
Go ahead, please. You're talking to Tony.
Hello,
Oh, hello. Who's this?
Mr. Leonard.
Yes, is that you, young Tiny?
Yeah,
Oh, how are you?
I was all right.
You were all right.
Yeah,
What's happened?
Smelly Morelli rang up.
Smell. Oh, and what did he say to you?
He told me about the car accident
What? I'm sorry. What car accident's this?
with Craig Starcevich.
I don't recall any accident with Craig Starcevich. What did he say to you?
He said that Craig Starcevich and Trevor Barker were in the car accident outside Inflation last night.
Well, Timmy, I don't know where Smelly Morelli got that story, but
My dad says it couldn't be true because they would have gone to Metro.
Well, tell me, have you got another footballer that you like other than Craig Starcevich?
let's get right into it. As Crackers Keenan said this morning, there's a lot of discretion in football this week. So we'll get straight into it, Tone. Go ahead. First caller, you're talking to Tony right now.
Yeah, g'day, Tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tone.
Yeah.
Don here, Tone.
Oh, g'day, Don. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate.
Good.
I'm ringing in from Devonport. You're coming in loud and clear down here.
You got a question?
Yeah, listen.
Yeah.
You know that Smokey Dawson
Yeah.
and that Peter Booth?
Yeah.
Now, I've heard them calling the footy the other week.
Yeah. Which game?
Oh, I can't remember now.
Yeah.
They all seem the same to me, but I heard him calling one.
Yeah.
And he said, you know, Dacos loses it, pushed in the back. The umpire invites him to play on. What's he mean? Does the umpire write out an invitation in that notebook? He writes their names down when he reports them and hands it to them.
No, I think I can clip. When he means he invites him to play on,
Well, what if they don't accept the invitation?
well, I don't suppose they play on.
Yeah, well, what happens is the umpire sort of yell out. Like, normally they go play on, or, you know, in the back, your free kick. They go, I got an invitation for you to play on. RSVP by 3 o'clock this afternoon.
I'll tell you what, Don, we'll be speaking to Graham Dawson in about a minute and a half.
Will you stay tuned?
Yeah, I never turn off. I love the show.
Okay, and then
This bloke's coming down here.
What, to Devonport?
Yeah, come down to the pub.
Which pub?
Come have a drink with us.
Which pub?
Anyone in Devonport.
Right, okay, Don.
Ask for me, ask for Don. Everyone knows me down here, and I'm a radio star because I talk to you blokes.
I think we've got time for just one more call, Tony.
Oh.
Go ahead, please.
Oh, yeah, g'day, Tone.
Oh, yeah, g'day. Who's this?
It's Cliff here, Tone.
G'day, g'day.
I'm ringing from back in Cliff Maiders. Now, Tone,
Yes,
I've got
Cliff.
everything for you.
Yes,
Can
mate.
you check it out for me?
Yeah, yes.
You know, there's been all this business this week down the tribunal.
Yes, yes, mate.
Now, I've heard a rumour that...
Who from?
I can't say.
Right, okay, righto.
Told the bloke I wouldn't tell anyone, so I just ask you.
Right, right.
Now, Tone, heard a rumour
Yep.
that Ted Whitten's going to have to play again.
What do you mean?
Well, the VFL's doing some investigation of some old videotapes.
Right.
And they had a look at that incident where he was involved with Rod Olsen in a match at Hawthorn.
Yeah. Yes, another one.
A game where he rubbed mud in Dick Clay's face.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
And he'll get a retrospective suspension, that's the rumour. And it'll take him back to 310 games. So he'll only be equal with Jack Dyer.
Next caller, please.
Oh, yeah, g'day.
Oh, g'day. Hello there. That voice would have to be Massive Merv.
Yeah.
How are you, mate?
Oh, good, mate.
Good.
Hey, look, now, you know how Keith Marshall had the independent evidence
Yep.
of what really happened with Brereton?
Mm.
You know, he had the independent witnesses.
Yeah, well, it was more Hawthorn having the independent
No,
witness.
no, Keith Marshall had one too. It was me brother Tim. And he's put in a stat deck time. He's done a stat deck. I'll read it.
Right.
I saw player Brereton hit on the back of the head by a stale chocolate iced donut hurled by a yobbo in the crowd. Nothing was between me and the incident to obstruct my vision except 44-gallon drum of hot dogs, 12 giant dick shakes, a reconditioned industrial dredger bucket of chips, and a pile of stale chocolate iced donuts being eaten by my brother Merv.
Go ahead, you're talking to Tony.
Tony!
Yeah, hello.
Tony, it's Digger, Tony.
Hello, Digger. How are you?
I'm good, Tony.
Good.
I followed football for 83 years.
80. Have you, Digger?
83 years.
And who do you follow?
Long time, Tony.
Yes, it's a long time, Digger.
It's a very long time.
Yes, Digger.
Now, I just want to...
Who do you barrack for, Digger?
Collingwood.
Okay, thank you, Digger.
And we never complained about the umpires. I never have in 83 years.
But
But I just want to say something about that Swans game
well,
last week.
last, yes.
Now, those umpires, you must admit, they absolutely crucified Collingwood. The way they were umpiring, you would have thought they didn't care whether Collingwood won or they didn't.
But Digger, they're not meant to. They're not meant to care.
Point, Tony. I've got some advice for the boys today.
What's that?
Some advice.
Yes.
That Craig Bradley,
Yes.
don't touch him. Don't you touch him. You know why, Tony?
Why is that, Digger?
Because you can't touch him and he gets a freeze every time you touch him.
How long have you been? Yes, Digger. How long have you been following football for?
I've been in the football for 85 years, Tony.
Yes, Digger.
It's a long time.
Yes, Digger. All right. Are you going to the game?
Advice about Reece Jones, Tony, for the boys.
Yeah. What advice can you give the Collingwood players about Reece Jones?
Do not touch him. Don't touch him. Tony,
Yes, Digger.
I've got some advice about Bernie Evans too.
Bernie Evans. Yep.
Yes.
What's that?
Don't touch him.
Okay, Digger.
Okay, Digger.
It's finals time, it's finals fever, it's footy fever. There's been a lot of controversy in the games and off the field. People have got things to ask and Tony has the answers. Go ahead, please, you're talking to Tony right now.
Tony!
Yes.
Good morning, Tony.
Hello. Who's this?
It's Peter here.
Oh, Peter.
I'm ringing in from Peterborough, Tony.
And you're coming in loud and clear too, Peter.
Yes, Tony, but I had to ring you today because my attention's been taken by the events of the week down to Longway.
Yes, a new coach down there, Peter.
Well, have they got a new coach, Tony? That's the question.
Oh, no, they're still looking for them. Malcolm Blight is well fancied, so's John Sammy Newman. Even Ronald Dale Barassi might even turn up.
Now, Tony,
Yes.
I had a suggestion perhaps who they could get to replace young Devine.
Who's that?
The young chap who coached the Grammar 8 to the head of the River victory this year.
Oh, right.
He obviously had a very good role there at the Grammar with the boys who won the championship on the head of the River.
Yes, what was that?
I like the way he got the discipline into them, Tony.
Yes. And I think that Geelong might have lacked a bit of it this year.
Well, Tony, if they get young Blight, he knows about discipline. He kicked a goal one day, an impossible goal, on the wrong side with his left foot, and Barassi dragged him. That's discipline, Tony.
Go ahead, please.
Oh, g'day, Tony.
Oh, yeah, g'day.
It's Cliff here, Tony.
Yeah, I picked the voice, Cliff.
Yeah, I'm ringing in from Clematis, Tony.
Yes, how's things up in the Dandenongs, mate?
Oh, it's a bit damp out here this morning.
Yeah.
Now, listen, I've got a rumour I want you to check out, Tony.
Yep.
Now, listen, a bloke that knows my sister,
Yep.
he knows a bloke that works in a shop near the GMH factory out in Dandenong.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, this bloke called a taxi one day, and he reckons the driver knew Mike Sheehan.
Right.
And the driver was telling him
Yep.
that John Howard's going to get unseated as the Liberal leader,
Right.
and he'll take over the coaching job at Geelong. Have you heard that one, Tony?
How did they work out John Howard to get the job at Geelong?
He's got the sort of personality they need down there to really lift him up.
First caller, Tony. So go ahead.
Tony,
Yes.
Tony, it's Digger here.
Hello, Digger. How are you?
Tony, what's been the hold-up? I've been waiting on for I don't know how long.
Well, you're on the radio now, Digger.
Tony,
Yes?
I haven't got a lot of time left, Tony.
No, why's that, Dig?
Following football for 94 years.
Yes, Digger.
Can't wait on all day, you know.
No, it's 94 years. It's a long time.
It is, Tony.
Yes, Digger.
Seen a lot of football in that time.
Yes, Digger.
But I'm disgusted, Tony. I am disgusted.
What about, Digger?
I'm disgusted about the umpiring performance we're going to witness tomorrow.
Hang on.
I'm disgusted.
Well, hang on.
Right, Tony.
How long have you been following football for?
Following football for 97 years.
Yes, Digger. And why will you be disgusted about the umpiring performance tomorrow when it hasn't even happened? Look, I think you're being a bit presumptuous, old-timer. So I just think you just should...
What are you calling an old-timer?
Well, how long have you been following football for?
Listen to me.
Yeah.
Don't call me an old-timer.
Well, how long have you been following football for?
I've been following football for 98 years, Tony.
We're going back into the traditional mists of the traditional and mysterious and non-traditional past to look at this big game.
Yes, good afternoon. Hello, footy fans.
Hello,
Yes.
Guru Bob.
Yes, Guru Bobby, I love those finals, they're so exciting, and I can't go, of course, I'll be taking a meditation class, but I'll have my tranny there with the earpiece, and during deep relaxation I get the scores, but anyway, I'm going for Melbourne to win tomorrow, I said to my master down at the temple the other day, I said, I think that Melbourne are just taking things one final at a time, and you know what he said to me? He said, very much so, Bobby. But Collingwood will be pumped up too, and I think that Little Lee will probably say to his players remember what the Japanese commanders said to the kamikaze pilots. They said, I want you to go out there today with a real do-or-die attitude, okay? Of course, Collingwood, they've made a few changes. They remind me of what General Custer said, just before they were all slain at the Little Bighorn. He said, I think you'll see a completely different side next week. But Carlton, they won last week because they played very well, and just as the Turks said at the charge of the Light Brigade, they were running in 2s and 3s, and there were loose men everywhere. So I'm going for Melbourne to win this game, and I'll leave you with this thought, As the elephant said when he stepped on the ant, a good big man will always beat a good little man. Think about that.